Hello and welcome to this week's Twin Flame Oracle card reading and energy healing session. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with an Oracle card reading for Divine Feminines, Masculines, and then the union energy, what's blocking you and what's going to progress you forward. After that, we're then going to go into an energy healing where I flow energy to you and your twin and your union for whatever healing that you need this week. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Rachel from Reiki with Rachel, and the link to that is below. I am an energy healer, I'm a card reader, and I offer a lot of very powerful twin flame healings, oracle card readings. I have twin flame downloads that you can download a healing. Some that are free on YouTube that I can link to, some that are on my website. And I also have a subscription program where you get 30 minutes of energy sent to you every single day. You and your twin get your own grid, energy healing grid, and it gets infused with energy every day. And that's also available on my website. I think it averages like $3.50 a day. Oh, and then also if you haven't followed me on Instagram, I pull daily card readings for success, abundance, life purpose, and I have recently started doing one just for twin flames. Okay, now that we got all that out of the way, let's get into the reading. So I already pulled the cards, and I want to start with a reading for the Divine Feminine. So the cards that I was drawn to for the Divine Feminine energy came from the Archangel Gabriel deck. Archangel Gabriel is very much an angel who is supportive when we are trying a new endeavor, when we are doing something creative. She can have a very feminine, very comforting energy. She's said to be there during childbirth or anytime we're dealing with children. She comes to us with this more feminine energy. Now, the cards that I got for you this week are happy news. Your prayer is being answered in a creative way. Motivation. Pray for guidance as to how to increase your enthusiasm for and focus on this project. And then media. You can reach more people by working with video, audio, print, or online media. So I'm really getting a feel of you possibly you were praying for something. You wanted something to come to fruition for you. And the first card we got was saying that your prayer is being answered in a creative way. However, immediately following the motivation card came up and it says pray for guidance on how to increase your enthusiasm for and focus on this project. So, something that you have been praying for, the answer is coming to you. But it's not necessarily coming to you in a way that you thought it would pan out or a way that you thought it would play out. It's coming to you in a very creative way. So if you got some sort of insight recently and you're like, okay, that's weird, like that can't be right. The cards are saying follow that. But then it's also encouraging you that this week you really might be struggling a bit with the motivation, so we get these insights often. Or maybe we're trying to manifest something, but when we start to see it unfold in our lives, then we have to take some real action towards it. And we need to reach inside for motivation. So if you're struggling with motivation this week, or if you're struggling to know how your prayers are being answered, like what your next step is, then you are being encouraged to ask your angels, your guides, God, Divine Mother, who you feel the most connection with. Give your worries to them and ask for what you want. Specifically ask for it. Say, I know that I'm meant to do this. And I know that you're answering my prayers, but I just need a little motivation right now. And it's going to be given to you. And then the final card that we got was media. And I just want to tune in for a second. Your energy is expanding out right now. This media card is talking about reaching more people. And so if something, this could be for a creative venture, it could be for a new business, which is encouraging you. Maybe if you know that you should put your work out there, like maybe start a YouTube channel or a podcast or something like that. This card is saying, yes, go for it. Like, push through, ask your angels for the motivation to do what you need to do. But this can also be, just reaching more people and working with more people in your community. Not holding yourself back anymore. Not trying to stay in your safe little bubble. The full moon is in Taurus this week. And one of the aspects of it, even though Taurus is a very grounded energy, Taurus, I know because I am one, we like to stay in our comfort zone. We'd like to stay safe. But what these cards are telling you is your prayers have been answered. They have been answered for what you want. But you need the motivation. And, it says media, but this is really just talking about expanding out. You need the motivation. You need to pray for the motivation to expand past your comfort zone, because that is how you are going to get to the next level. And I know some of you are like, what the hell does this have to do with my twin flame union? What I'm getting is this week is a time to focus on you. I'm not getting a twin energy, and I don't turn off the YouTube video because it's not saying that it's not there. It's always there. But sometimes we focus so heavily on what we can do for the union, and we're just like so preoccupied with our twin, and maybe we don't even have the energy or the motivation to do things for ourselves. This is a week that we're focusing on us. What is it that you want to do? How are you keeping yourself kind of boxed in this safe little comfort zone? And what is something that you know deep down that you need to do to reach that next level wherever you're at? How can you find the motivation to do that? Because that's going to take you to the next step. And as we progress in our journey, most of us know this, we progress in the twin journey. So let's see what the divine masculines have. Yeah, so the divine masculines are on a very similar path to the divine feminines this week. I feel like there's a parallel energy going on where we are both working on ourselves and not focusing on the union, but at the same time knowing that that's helping the union. Like, this is a time to take a step back, focus on you. So, these cards are from the Soul's Journey Oracle deck by James Van Praagh. The first card Divine Masculine got was regret. I know I cannot change the past. The second card you got was purpose. I know what I'm here to do. And then the third card came from the Law of Attraction. So I've been guided to pull from multiple decks for each reading. It came from the Law of Attraction deck by Abraham Hicks, and it says, I can focus specifically upon what I want. So the way that these cards read to me is we are moving past regrets. It is time to stop focusing on the past. And once you do this, you allow yourself to step into your life purpose. And rather than what this card says, I want you to look at the picture. It's a king. This is a king. Divine masculines are really stepping up. They're stepping into their true purpose because they're not being held back. You have to allow yourself to release anything from the past. Past ways of doing things, past habits, past mental constructs that you have about money or your abilities or your capabilities. This week, you're letting them go. As you do, you are stepping in to your purpose more and more. And you're really coming into your power. You're becoming divine masculines this week by focusing on these two aspects of letting go of the past and stepping more into their purpose, they're really stepping up their game. You are stepping up your game, and you are stepping into your divine masculine role, into that king. And so the card says, I can focus specifically upon what I want. And I want to read the back of it. It says, you are bombarded by thought stimulation. And so, unless you give your attention to what you specifically want, you can be influenced by that which surrounds you. That's where the regret card comes from. Anything that surrounds you that you don't like is a result of a past energy. So if you focus on that, you continue to create more of that. Back to the card. Unless you are focusing on what is important to you, you can be stimulated by others' thoughts, which may or may not be important to you. So it is a time, just like the divine feminines, you're focusing on you this week. Divine masculines, focus on you this week. Who cares about what the energy is going on? Who cares about what your surroundings are right now? Focus everything on where you want to be, where you know you need to be. So this is the energy of the divine masculine this week. Again, a very parallel energy that's going on, but in such a masculine way. You know, the women, no, I'm sorry, the divine feminines, I apologize for that. The divine feminines are pushing themselves out of their comfort zone. You know, they're kind of stepping more into this action-oriented, pushing past these feelings of fear, feelings of wanting to be complacent, knowing you need to make a change. Divine masculines, you are saying, okay, I know what happened in the past is the past, but I'm going to move forward and I'm going to push through and I'm going to step into this person that I know that I am. And it's such a beautiful parallel energy and such a divine feminine and a divine masculine sort of way. And that's what this union is all about, and that is what's so beautiful. So what I want to do now is go into the blocks for the union this week. Okay, blocks. Stay true to yourself. Nurture yourself. And then again, I was guided to pull from the Law of Attraction card by Abraham Hicks, and it says, I am selfish enough to want to feel good. Your blocks this week are not fostering that healthy sense of self, each on your own. Like I said, each party is developing more into their true authentic selves in their own perfect divine feminine and divine masculine way. However, blocks will come up and challenges will come up that will make you reevaluate who you really are, what you really want to focus on. And there's always the temptation to constantly be focused on your twin. If you're in separation, you're constantly focused on your twin. This week, this is not serving you. This does not mean that you forget about them. This means that this week's energy, you are meant to work on you. So that's why every single card, stay true to yourself, nurture yourself, be selfish. It's a week to be selfish. It's a week to embrace who you are, to do what you need to do. Follow your dreams. And don't worry about any other person. Send love to your twin and know and have faith and say prayers for your twins or affirmations for your twins that they are also working on the same energy, but don't allow your thoughts to be consumed with anything like worry or jealousy for your twin. So the stay true to yourself says don't compromise or water down your ideas. Listen to, trust, and follow your inner voice. What is your inner voice telling you to do this week? Not what everybody else is doing. Not what other people are, the opinions other people are giving you. Those are all going to take you further away. Those will be blocks that you are probably going to be faced with. And when you overcome them, then you've overcome that block. You're also being encouraged to nurture yourself. Investing time in self-care now will yield more energy later. Again, you focus on you, you get to where you want to be. And this is so much what the journey is about, right? But so often we do it with the motivation of being in union or having our twin, and it's just time to focus on yourself this week. It really is. I'm selfish enough to want to feel good. The back of this card says you cannot perceive life from any other perspective other from that of yourself. Selfishness is a sense of self. Unless you are selfish enough to care about how you feel, and therefore direct your thoughts in such a way that you are allowing true connection to your inner being, you have nothing to give another anyway. Everyone is selfish. It is not possible to be otherwise. When we focus all our energy on the outside world, are trying to bring these things to us, when we're focusing all this energy on just wanting our twin to do certain things or be at a certain place in their journey, that doesn't make us feel good. You want to focus all of your thoughts on what makes you feel good. Do something this week for yourself. Both divine feminines and divine masculines need to do something for yourself. And these are going to help you overcome this next block to get where you want to be. So let's see what the outcome of this week is. Oh, interesting. Okay, cool. You both, and I was drawn to pull from the Angels of Abundance by Doreen Virtue, and then also one card from the Law of Attraction deck. So we get the abundance mindset again, this is the energy outcome. Abundance mindset, sever vows of poverty, and I attract the essence of my thoughts. So the outcome this week, by you focusing on yourself, you are developing this whole new way of being, this whole new mindset. And I really feel like this could result in abundance for a lot of people. The abundance mindset card says, if you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day from you. See, feel, think, and speak abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you will experience. Do this with everything. Act as if you currently had it. How would you act if you had everything? How would you act right now if you were in union? How would you act right now if you won the lottery? What would you be doing? Foster this within your environment, within your mindset. The second card, sever vows of poverty. Dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made consciously or unconsciously in any lifetime. And what I want to do is I want to do a little bit of this in our energy healing today. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. A lot of us have made vows, I think, in past lifetimes. Vows to other people, karmic relationships, vows of poverty, and even in this lifetime, how we grew up, what we experienced, what we've been told, we always have to sacrifice, and it's somehow spiritual to make all these sacrifices, and I sacrifice my own happiness for those around me. It's time to sever these. You can have it all. You deserve to have it all. So let's just state now, actually. I sever all past vows that no longer serve me. I sever now all past vows of poverty. I sever now all past vows to other relationships. I sever all past vows to old karmic relationships and negative karmic patterns. So be it, and so it is. So you're both going through this process this week, and then you get the I attract the essence of my thoughts. And the card says the law of attraction and its magnetic power reaches out into the universe and attracts other thoughts that are vibrationally like it and brings that to you. And so you are getting the essence of what you were thinking about, whether it is something you want or something you don't want. Divine feminines and divine masculines, you're both being so encouraged to focus on you, focus on what you want, not the lack of it, not what your current situation is now, because we are moving forward. And as you allow yourself to think these positive thoughts, to say these positive affirmations, to be selfish and think of you, to know that it is okay. You don't have to continually sacrifice yourself. You don't have to work so hard for the things you want. All we're being encouraged to do in the outcome of this week, of everything that we're doing this week, the outcome is so that we can get to that next vibrational place. So we can develop this mindset that attracts to us abundance in all forms, abundance of love, abundance of joy, abundance of fulfillment, abundance of money. And you know, the card for the I attract the essence of my thoughts is 7, which is a very spiritual number. Very, very spiritual number. What we are doing this week, and because we are doing what is best for us, because both divine feminines and divine masculines are focusing on themselves and getting themselves to a better place spiritually, and then also on the physical realm. We are just raising the vibration for the union. So you might think that thinking about wanting to attract money or just focusing on my career, what I want, seems very third dimensional and selfish, and it's not a very spiritual thing to do. But we live in a world where we have to focus on these things. And if you're always worrying about money, and you're always worrying about your career and not being happy, and you're always worrying about your twin and what you are not getting in the relationship, then you're not in a very spiritual place. You're definitely not in a more spiritual place than if you begin to allow all of this goodness into your life, allow this abundance in your life, allow yourself to focus on you, to find that fulfillment. Once we get to that place, then our needs are met. Our needs are met on a core level. And the only place to go from that is up and up and up and up, more spiritual. And just really focusing on the energy that we put out and being that light for others. But we can't do that if we have so much lack in our own life. So this week it's a very forward-moving energy. So let's get into the energy healing session. I'm going to do 5 minutes. If you would like a longer energy session, I'm happy to do 10. Let me know in the comments. It's just, for the sake of time, I want to do what's best for you, but I'm happy to do 10 minutes if you want it. So all you have to do to receive this energy healing session is ideally lie down and close your eyes, but you don't have to. Simply set the intention that you're open and willing to receive. I want you to visualize your twin, and I'm going to ask their higher selves if they are also open and willing to receive this energy healing. And I'm going to connect with your energy and their energy. I'm going to do some sacred symbols and then flow 5 minutes of high vibrational, positive, unconditional, loving energy to you both, which acts as a magnet, which washes away these obstacles and challenges that we're dealing with, and heals old patterns, karmic ties. So I'm going to set my timer now for 5 minutes. If you have an intention, perhaps it is severing those vows of poverty, severing those vows of celibacy or any vows you made in past lifetimes. Or maybe it is stepping into this fulfillment, this abundance. If you have an intention, set it now. And let's get started. I'm just gonna wipe off your aura, your energy field. I'm gonna do the same for your twin. And the union between you. Wipe yourself off. Disconnect, so be it, and so it is. We give thanks. All right, that was a really strong energy. I've done energy healings for twins, but I don't know if I've done one for the collective, and that was very powerful. So thank you for participating in that. And please let me know if you would like longer healings. Like I said, I'm perfectly happy to make them longer. Again, Reiki with Rachel. Oh, I'm going to do a full moon detox and manifestation energy healing session. It's going to be 30 minutes long, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I'll probably put it out on Tuesday, I want to say, so that you have it for the full moon. So keep your eyes out for that. All my information is below. I thank you so much for tuning in today. I wish you a beautiful, beautiful week. Love and light.